In life, you don't really plan. You don't, at the age of 16, you don't say, okay, right, by the time I'm 42, I'm going to have 15 restaurants around the world and Michelin star here, Michelin star there. I'm going to write this cookbook. I'm going to do that TV show. It just doesn't work like that. My only goal I ever set out for was as a young kid when I was, at 16. All I ever wanted to be was a good cook. Not even a great chef. I just wanted to be a competent cook. And my dream was always to come to London for 2 years to learn how to cook and then go back up north and hopefully at one point open a restaurant. And then, as you get a job in a top Michelin star restaurant, then you settle down and then, you get another job offer and it just goes on and on. And then, 20 odd years later, you're on a journey what's sort of skyrocketed. So it's sort of, opportunity knocks, You just take those opportunities as they come. And my only ethos in life was always to do better tomorrow than what I've done today. And if I can do that every day, you can't help but succeed, right? It doesn't matter what you're making, even if you're just talking as something as simple as making a souffle. If you strive to make that souffle better the next day, it's going to be better because you're making your customer experience better, you're making everything better. So it's just natural to do that, and that's all I ever wanted to be. And still today, people say, oh, what's your driving force? Do you want to have 40 restaurants? Do you want to be worth this amount of money? It's never about that. It's not about owning a number of restaurants or earning any sort of money or being the most starred chef who ever came out of Great Britain or anything like that. It's nothing to do with that. It's only about to strive to be really good at what you do and just, help train the next generation and just, if I can leave the industry in another 20 years' time in a better place than when I started and have passed on knowledge and stuff to the next generation, then you've done a good job. And that's all it's ever really about. I just want to be a great chef, that's it. There's two philosophies in business. Forget the chefing bit for a minute. There's two philosophies in business. You can plan, and I think it's important to have a plan, right? You can plan, you can sit there, but then the problem is then there's always disappointment. It's like Christmas, right? You write a list to Santa Claus when you're a kid, right? And it doesn't turn up. Well, it never did for me anyway. And so if you're then saying, oh, okay, by the age of 35, I want to be here, and it doesn't happen, you feel like you've failed. Do you know what I mean? And I think the minute you start to have negativity inside you, it's like it spreads like cancer. I don't plan anything. All I do is as an opportunity comes along, we discuss it as a team. I have an executive team who work for the restaurant group, and we'll sit and discuss it. We feel we can A, cope with the amount of pressure, B, it makes a good business sense to do it, and we have the people who want to do it, because I can't do it. I can only run Pollen Street. So do we have a chef who wants to take that project on and make it his own? Is he good enough to do it? It's not just having it. Can he do it? And exactly what we've done with the town hall. And then we'll take the project on. We'll invest money into it and we'll caress it and nurture it and put it through the system and then hopefully make a success. But one thing is every single one of our restaurants around the world makes a profit. Some of them not very big, some of them very big. And we pride ourselves in the fact that we don't run restaurants just to win accolades. We run restaurants to make money. I know that sounds basic and a little bit disgenuine, but I mean that in a business sense. As a chef-restaurateur, I'm also extremely proud that they also win awards and people go to Hong Kong and say 22 ships is so amazing and Pollen Street, we love it, And so, of course, quality is the key. I don't care about percentages and food costs, and that almost sounds opposite to what I just said. I care about quality first and then I turn that into making money. Do you know what I mean? That's absolutely crucial. Because I sit there, I've had this discussion many a times with group operators, if you like, who are not sort of like chef-restaurateurs. I call them more group operators, and they're obsessed with percentages and margins and stuff like that. And I just don't bog myself down with that. I let the business open up for 2 or 3 months. I then say, right, okay, first of all, are we happy with the quality of food we're serving? Are we happy with the wine service? Are we now starting to build a regular clientele? Are they happy? What's the feedback? What's it like on TripAdvisor? What's going on social media? How are we perceived as a restaurant? If we're then happy with all that and it's going really well, after 3 or 4 months, we'll sit down, the executive team and the team of that restaurant, and then start tweaking the margins to make it a commercial success. And that to me is crucial. Social Eating House is a perfect example. Won a Michelin star last year, straight in at 3 rosettes. Massive success story, And we get, I think the first couple of months of 50-something% food costs. And, you know, I'll tell you quite honestly, it makes 100 grand a month, you know, as soon as it opened its doors. That's a ton of money. But that was down to the team behind it. And then we look at, okay, you know, is our lunch menu right? Yeah, it's 19.50, it's right for Soho. You can't charge more than that in Soho. Do you see what I mean? So it's like, it's running the business how we feel that the customers should perceive it.